So for the last couple of hours and literally right now, Yewande is #1 trending in London, in the UK, and this is the reason why. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video for you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day and enjoying these regular updates. So a couple of days ago, yesterday, I did a video in relation to why Lucy was at #1 trending on Twitter, and now we have Yewande and also Sharif as well, but mainly Yewande. Now again, this is great because the show ended a month ago and we're still having these islanders trending #1. I don't think we ever had this with any of the other seasons. This only proves that these contestants are very popular. Obviously it aligns with social media getting bigger and bigger with each year, so it intertwines with each other, and it's great for the for all of these people, especially Yewande right now, because the engagement she must be getting is ridiculous. Now before we go into this video and explain why she's trending #1, please do subscribe. Obviously, what are you doing if you haven't? Click that button, it's just one click, and click it please for daily and consistent content, and the notifications bell as well, so that you guys know when I come at you with these regular consistent updates. And do follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali. I'd really appreciate it. So let's get into this video because Yewande is trending #1 and I didn't see this coming, and this is the reason why.
I said this to him as well. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get on. I just
straight away
I was like, I don't think he's even gonna like me as a friend. I was like, I don't even think we're actually even gonna get on. Why? So I didn't step forward at all because I was like, he's probably doesn't even like me.
Why?
I don't know, because with black men, it's like they usually like light-skinned women, and obviously Amber was by my side, so I was like, what's the point of even stepping forward? And he did end up picking Amber to couple up with, and then when he had to recouple again, he chose Anna. So I was like, well, we're not going to get on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that so? You already had that in your mind.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
But I suppose I don't think it's a Villa thing. I think it's more of like a society thing. It's a society issue. It's not just a Villa. I feel like it's heightened in the Villa because there's only a couple of people locked in.
So this situation has got both Yewande and Sharif trending, but mainly Yewande. She has been #1 now on that trending chart for the last couple of hours, a very long time. It has sparked a lot of conversation and people are split on what Yewande has said. Now I feel like it's obviously a good kind of way to engage these type of conversations. It's very important in doing so, and again we're getting a step inside her mindset from her experience as she began the show, the kind of preconceived notion that she already had about individuals and how she acted on them, and a reason for why she, for an example, did not step forward for him, because she assumed that as black men they normally go for lighter skinned women, not for people who are darker skinned. Therefore she assumed that he would just go for Amber, and that's exactly what he ended up doing. And then he jumped from Amber to Anna as well, so didn't even look at Yewande. So this is what she's kind of talking about. She's not gunning down for Sharif in this way. I feel when she's discussing this, she isn't. I did speak about this Reese Parkinson interview ASAP as soon as it dropped, fresh for you guys, but that was more focused and in relation to the whole kind of Instagram live video of these ex-islanders who were taking the piss out of her and so forth, and that kind of went viral, and that was in relation to her response. But this obviously video is in relation to why she's trending #1 and the rest of the podcast that she did as well, and I feel like what better time to speak about it now, because she literally is trending as I record this video, and I am getting a lot of requests for you guys to kind of talk on this, so I thought why not do it as well. Now the reason why I wanted to really get into this is because people are split. People are split on here, and I find it very interesting. Somebody says Yewande did not lie, but her speech was half-hearted because she didn't go into Love Island looking for Sharif. Then somebody says her and Sharif are literally the same, but the energy this app has when it's a female doing it is never the same as a male. Somebody says people are forgetting that she didn't step forward for Sharif either, but I feel like in that video I've just shown, she explained as to why she didn't. But again, people are very split. Was it cheeky for Yewande to make that assumption about all black men? Yes. Was it wrong about Sharif? No. So again, people are we can all agree that Sharif did not go on Love Island to find a Yewande, and Yewande didn't go on Love Island to find a Sharif. I don't even think she would have stepped forward for Ovi. Well, she did say that she would like to couple up with Ovi or whatever if he came out of the Villa single. But again, she faded Sharif for the Joe Surfer type. Sharif would have faded her. Flip side of the same coin. This is childish, somebody else says. Somebody else says, I mean, with Sharif, we already knew. Him laughing with his ex-islanders, making fun of our good sister's looks and cultural name was just added confirmation. Such a debate, and everybody is really upset. And you know, some are upset, some are happy about it. Some, you find this stuff interesting because you don't understand, how an angle can be taken for this kind of conversation, let's just say. And somebody says, I really appreciate the fact that Yewande is talking about colorism and desirability politics in the public space instead of sanitizing her voice and lived experiences for the white gaze and community respectability points. Interesting. And then somebody says, it's like certain somebody, unlike Samira, I don't want Yewande to be the spokesperson of colorism either, but what we are not going to do is pretend it is not a thing, somebody else says. I still can't believe the audacity of Samira to call Yewande bitter. The same girl who cried over not being a white woman on national TV. The embarrassment. Somebody says, Yewande said this with a whole chest because her entire life experience proved that to her. Colorism is real, but all you lot want to do is sort of high-fizz deflection to justify it. Finally, a positive comment. From what I've read, people want her to keep quiet so she can get influencers back like the other white girls, as if she couldn't do both. Somebody says she's already an icon. Somebody says, I don't really get this running joke from Mandem about Yewande leaving Love Island just to become a Twitter girl. You don't have to like the girl, but you just sound silly. Even when you compare her to white islanders and opportunities they are supposedly being given, as if you're purposely ignoring the playing field just to tweet negative things about the girl. The key word there in that tweet is playing field, and I find that very interesting because that's definitely true. Most of the time, black girls can tell when a black guy only dates white women or non-black women. Most of the time, it's always correct. Let's not lie to ourselves. Our good sis Yewande was right. Now, interesting. I feel like, perhaps if people have the inclination, as Yewande is saying, then, we shouldn't... The key word is gaslighting in this entire video. We shouldn't gaslight individuals into believing that, what they're saying is wrong, but at the same time, generalizations at the same time shouldn't be made. But I feel like she was kind of speaking for herself. That's what I gathered, because she spoke about her own experience. But I guess the reason why this has triggered individuals and triggered people for why it's trending for so long is because she's making generalizations, and it has kind of upset people. And then other people have said, well, she wasn't gunning for Sharif anyways, and Sharif wasn't gunning for her, so it's the same side of the coin. So these are some interesting points that people have made. I do find this whole kind of topic something that I didn't see coming. I didn't expect it to have such a massive impact at this kind of Reece Parks interview, because she has done plenty of interviews, not as much as other islanders, but she has done quite a few, and none of them have led it to be a #1 trend topic on Twitter for so many hours. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation. What are your thoughts? Are you Team Yewande or do you disagree with her? I'd be very interested to see what you guys think and your perspectives. Do subscribe, click that button please, subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.